nestled beneath the pine trees. The home of the North Carolina Tar Heels, fired up and ready for this energized battle. And this is something rare and special. We're lucky to have number 1 versus number 2. The college football world stopping to watch how this game plays out. It's a potential playoff matchup, as we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Will kick this away to get us going. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it here. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass here on second down. Receiver makes the grab. They keep the drive going. It's a first down at the 46.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. He shreds the tackle. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Important second down play coming up. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Looking for his big tight end. It's caught downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, they do a great job here on play action. The linebackers were completely fooled. 2 or 3 steps up into the line of scrimmage, opened up a nice lane behind the backers, between the safeties, for the quarterback to make the read and a good throw downfield.
First down, looking to throw the ball. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tar Heels. So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And now the handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Again, makes it second and medium. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. That's good for a first down near the 40.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And the Gators starting a new series here on 1st and 10. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Big play in enemy territory all the way to the 41-yard line.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Trying to find some room. It's Jones. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. The Gators are going to keep this drive rolling.
Well, a nice first down here by this running back, and what he's doing today makes me reflect on some of the great backs that they've had over the years in Gainesville. Emmitt Smith, arguably one of the best backs, if not the best back in the history of the game. Damian Pierce more recently, but even guys like Eric Rett and Fred Taylor, just really talented running backs with the ability to take it to the house.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside here by that offensive line.
And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators. Can you say methodical? A marathon march, Kirk, just pounding away and wearing down that defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
Point after, knocked right through. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, moving right down the field for a touchdown. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back, showing great patience. The hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty. See if the penalty proves costly. First down and 15 now. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Well, good job here getting into the backfield and coming up with this sack here by the defensive line from the Florida Gators. And, Chris, you think about Florida, you think about defensive linemen, you think about an incredible history and legacy that they've had over the years. Start with Javon Kearse, the freak, what he was able to do, and Kevin Carter, all the sacks he came up with. Dante Fowler, such speed off the edge. Even Derek Harvey, boy, he had an incredible year in 06 when the Gators won the national championship, and we're still seeing them dominate the line of scrimmage today.
It's an out route, the catch made.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable, but it is third and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on third and long.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Oh, grabs it near the sideline. It's a huge gain. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. And the Tar Heels line up on 1st and 10 now. From the gun, he looks for an open man. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All he had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Now they get set to kick it away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Retakes the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And there's the handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They'll try to run for the first down. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort when the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line.
Man, that is a gutsy call to go for it on 4th down in your own territory. but you can see that this coach is confident in his offense and going to their go-to plays that they call up specifically for these situations.
It's a solid run, gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to make a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
They'll kick it away here. And the play coverage team able to touch it, so no return on the play.
Well, the coverage unit does their job here. They're fired up, and they should be. Of course, the punter got some help from his friend, the football, right? What a kick to set them up in a good spot for the defense to go to work.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. Offense showing a bunch formation now. Second down, we're going to throw it. The pocket breaking down. Oh, and he fumbles. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They'll tackle him at the 27. A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Goes to his right side there for the completion. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. And with time quickly fading here before halftime, wouldn't expect them to be too aggressive at this point. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Wideouts now clustered. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And they heave it deep downfield. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. He's got some room and some blockers here. And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
Here's a target, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. It looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. And the Gators offense retakes the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. And that run produces a decent gain.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here comes a handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Third down coming up after that running play. And they pick up the first on the ground. The Gators pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
And they'll be smarter right at the line for no gain. Second down after that previous play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's across the 25. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
in the end zone. Timeout, Florida.
And now they'll set up for the point after. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. That big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side. Able to create a great push. Nice crease in the back. Found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there. Big versus big.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
So fourth down and 15. The offense is out there going for it. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Needs a completion here on fourth down. The catch is made, and he does get the foot down. The rule of the catch, a big... That decision to go for it on fourth down doesn't work out.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
And the Florida offense retakes the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout, Florida.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's going to take off. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Breaking free at the 35. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Gonna take it all the way in. Pick six. Touchdown, UNC. And the interception taken to the house. A pick six. Potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick six. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick six. And they recover from that right now. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
North Carolina 21, Florida 14.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They're going to run it. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back, just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the fourth quarter.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the RPO, caught to the right. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Getting set. Here's second down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
He'll hand it off. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Quarterback's got it on the option. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, just so much happens on this play. There's so many reads for the quarterback, not to mention how quickly he has to do it. Does he hold the ball himself and pull it? Does he hand it off? Does he end up pitching it? Here he keeps it, and obviously he made the wrong decision. No gain.
And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. Offense getting set. It's second down. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Ball handed off. Fighting off the defender. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Gators. What a show of strength and will.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He steps out at the 29. That's where they'll begin the drive. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
And that is a 1st down gain. Moves the ball to the 40. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. He's brought down out at the 46.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
And that's the 2-minute warning as the clock stops. Give both coaches a chance to strategize here before the time runs out. A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. And this offense picks up the 1st down. They tackle him at the 44.
Anytime you like to run the toss play successfully, that means you're going to have to win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there. They got a nice game.
And the Tar Heels have 1st and 10 here. They'll hand it off. Powering through. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Now here's the toss play. Running through the tackle. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Here's the 2nd down play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Makes a quick grab. And he'll be brought down. The clock is still running. I'll have to hurry up here, but it's a crucial 3rd down.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown, North Carolina. to take the lead in the final minute. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. So after taking the lead, they'll kick it off here and hope the defense can hold on. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. The Gators offense retakes the field. So here we go. They need a touchdown. Got a little time to work with. How will they play this situation? Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. And he can't quite hold on to it. That would have sealed this game. It's second down now. They need to score quickly here. Try to dial up some big plays. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it.
And he's going to float this one to the right side. And it's caught inside the 10. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now.
Well, that is a great throw and a catch. But now we'll see if they can finish off this drive by scoring a touchdown.
Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the fourth quarter. It's first and goal. And the Gators will line up now. It's first and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Now time for one final play that obviously has to go into the end zone to see if they can tie it up.
That's a design quarterback keeper. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, here we are, midpoint of the season, and this group is still marching along undefeated, chasing a perfect record and getting a lot of attention, Kirk, at this point.
Well, they're as good as anybody that we've seen all year long in college football. They are headed towards that college football playoff and a shot at a national championship. Now, the thing is, they just need to remain focused on each week that lies ahead of them. If they're able to do that, you've got a dangerous football team here.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.